Hello everybody, this is Kyrix, welcoming you back to Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 1. This is more post-commentary, because I keep forgetting to turn the freaking microphone back on. Anyway, when last we left off, I was lost in the waterworks. This time around, I had the benefit of getting a map, but due to the way the Game Boy Advanced emulator works, if I click off of it at all for any reason, like say to change the page of the map, it locks in place. It pauses rather violently, shall we say, meaning that there is absolutely nothing it will do other than be paused. So I had to choose one map that I could actually have access to, and the rest I just have to wing it. So you'll see me getting lost in here quite a bit, but the one map I chose was the one that looked at the time to be the most complicated. And it's a good thing, too, because it would have taken me all freaking day to figure that thing out. Apologizing for the fast forwards, because they're just... I just got fed up with some of this crap, you know? Anyway, I do promise that there is progress in this video. I fight an evil Navi, and I even get a new chip. Not from said Navi, but still. A new Navi chip, that is. And, there's also, oh, what do I even say here? As I said, I'm going to continue to point out names as I find them of characters that have been changed for the anime and whatnot. But I'm going to continue to use the ones that I like better. For example, there's a clown Navi that you'll see later, and we saw him earlier even. His name in the game is Colored Man, or Color Man rather. And the anime calls him Wacko Man, and it's a much better name. Because Color Man could be anything. Wacko Man is definitely a clown. You know? But yeah, this is a much-needed break from what I've been recording. For those who don't follow my other videos, I'm pretty sure I mentioned it in some of the newer ones. Although then again, even if you do follow my newer videos, I'm only recording 3 of them quote-unquote live, so... At the time of this recording, I just finished a couple days ago doing The Walking Dead, Blind, and that game is so emotionally devastating that I've been in a slump for 3 days, you know, because it's just, that game, it just tears at you. So I'm kind of glad to be working on lighter projects, because right after I did that, I realized that the vast majority of my newly recorded Let's Plays are all rated M games. Like XCOM, Dino Crisis, Resident Evil Revelations. You know, it's all M-rated stuff, so I'm gonna get some softer, more fun games. You know? And, expect that a lot. If I forget to turn the mic off, or mic on, and I end up doing post-commentary, expect me to spend most of the commentary talking about other projects, because it's just... I'm not in the zone. I'm not in the zone with this commentary. If I could reset this and do the whole thing over again, I would in a heartbeat. I really would. But I can't because I've already saved. It's getting to the point where I'm seriously considering keeping a separate, you screwed up, you turned the mic off, save to access in emergencies, you know? Because I would rather fight this whole video over again than have to do post-commentary all the time. I hate post-commentary. But again, I'm going to use fast forward quite a bit on here. Not extensively. I'll like fast forward a second here, a second there. It's just... I'm impatient, you know, I'm in an impatient mood today for some reason, probably because I've been sitting on my butt not accomplishing anything of substance at all this week. I've done nothing. I've been watching movies, doing HeroClix tournaments and whatnot, which I'm entitled to it. It's just I'm not accomplishing anything when I'm doing it, you know? And I hate feeling like I'm slacking. I know better. I know I'm not slacking. I'm actually drastically ahead of my schedule. I mean, granted, Resident Evil 4, Mega Man Battle Network 1, this game, of course, and Pokemon Emerald, I'm still recording, but the other 3 projects are done. Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, finished. Crusader Ascenti, finished. Pony Fantasy VI, finished. Not only that, but I've managed to finish 3 other projects that aren't even on YouTube yet. So, I'm doing good. I'm ahead of schedule, but it still feels like I'm slacking off because I still have unfinished projects. And I'm always going to have unfinished projects because I'm always going to be working on something. I mean, I've still got another one that's being recorded besides XCOM and Mystery Dungeon 2, as I'm calling it, even though it's not called that. But, I'm doing that. I'm doing, what I'm doing there is actually trying to lure that damn fish up a square and he won't go. But yeah, it's just... it's just one of those things. I mean, I've got XCOM in the works, I've got Clone Wars in the works, I'm working on Mystery Dungeon, Explorers of Darkness. I'm about to start Enslaved, Odyssey to the West, with a friend of mine. We're going to be doing commentary over the internet. I've got another friend who, when he gets in the mood to do it, will be doing Arkham Asylum with me, you know? Because he's been playing the game himself, and he figures, hey, that's a game he could do. Also, probably within the next couple days, I'm going to start a couple other things. Maybe a couple quick games, like Heroes of Might and Magic. I have a version of that for the PS3. It's kind of like Tetris, the way it plays, honestly, or Columns. Probably more like Columns, but it's a really weird game in how it's played. But it is. It's a thing. But, that's a quick game that I can do in maybe a day or two, if I really work at it, because the last part I'm really loath to do, because I didn't enjoy the last part. Matter of fact, the last part sucks. I hated the last part of that game. Because I don't like the character you play as, because you play as 5 different characters throughout the game, each with their own military units, and items, and powers, and whatnot. And I don't like the 5th faction. I don't like them at all. I despise them. I despise their units. I despise their playstyle. Their hero has a crappy power. Their items suck. Stuff like that. I mean, it's just... oh god, I hate the ice physics in this freaking game. I truly freaking do. Because if you're not perfectly lined up, you're just going to go back and forth and not accomplish a damn thing. And this is called I'm Not Playing This Thing's Shenanigans, and it's going away. But, don't even know where to go with this. Since the audio of this is not that important for me to hear, because I've done it already, and it's already picking up anyway via the recorder, I've muted the sound so I can listen to music. You know? It's not that I'm not paying full attention to this, I've just had a frickin' song stuck in my head for about 3 days now. And I've had it on loop constantly, and this is me trying to figure out how to get down there, and that is not the way. I'm like, oh, okay, I get it now. There's a thing, I gotta get to the edge there. And I do, but not that way. So now I'm going to try and do the solution that the map is telling me to do. Unfortunately, there's something I didn't do before that, and that is run the water to make these panels work properly. So I'm going to slide off the edge again. In case you're wondering, when you see me pause like that and just sit there for a minute, I'm looking at the map and trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. If my original commentary survived, because I, remember to turn the mic on, you would know this. But it didn't, because I can't... Drives me up the freaking wall that I keep forgetting to do that. And I've explained it before, but it's not like I got anything else to talk about, so I'm going to explain it again. The reason the mic is even off in the first place is this program makes really, really tightly compressed files. To give you an idea, my Walking Dead Let's Play is 14 videos, and these 14 videos are 11.5 hours long. That is an immense amount of time, and should be huge files, but they're not. The files, the 14 files combine to be 1.20 gigabytes. So if you know anything about these kind of files, then you know that's insane. They should not be anywhere near that small. They should be like 5 times that, probably. So what I do is I'll take files that I have and run them through here, just like I'm doing now, with the microphone off, and recording them so that I can have them take up 1/5 of the space that they normally take up, because that's usually how tight it compresses it, to 1/5 its normal size. The problem is, I'll do several of those and forget to put the microphone back on and record an entire Let's Play. And that's why I keep having to do these post-commentaries. And I hate them because I suck at them. I do. I never know what to talk about. I mean, at least when I'm in the moment and I'm in the Let's Play, like I was, 5 minutes ago, I have the means to just sit there and groan that, oh my god, I can't believe I did something that stupid, As I did during the fight with Iceman, I did a bunch of stupid crap fighting Iceman. I mean, I should not have fought him as horribly as I did. I was doing good, and the last 5 minutes of the battle, or the last few minutes of the battle, just fell apart, And that is how you work the first one. And so I'm going to try and line up to get that, which is my next power-up. A little blue thing down there. Now, there are enough power-ups that if I find all of them, I can power up completely, get 5s and everything. And I will. I may not 100% this game, but I will 100% the power-ups, because the stuff later on hits really hard, and having those power-ups can matter. So the dilemma I face is, what am I going to do first? Am I going to do charge, or am I going to do rapid? As you can see right now, my buster does 5 damage per hit, which is insane. If I charge, and I'm willing to charge it up high enough, I can do like 5 times that. I can do like 20 per shot or something, or maybe it's 40, I don't know. The problem is, a charge level 2 takes forever, whereas a charge level 5 is damn near instant, And I can't even charge until I get to at least level 2. So that begs the question of, what do I do? If I rapid, then I can fire at a much faster rate and just stack the damage. But likewise, if I'm willing to devote the power to charge, then... it's just... I can do it. So I just have to decide that for myself, how that's going to work. If I'm going to do charge, or I'm going to do rapid. Obviously, I'm eventually going to do both, and this part is the bane of my freaking existence. I mean, ice physics have never been fun, Especially not in a platformer, but this game has particularly loathsome ice physics. Because it's ice physics with random encounters while you try to walk back to the position where you were, See that? Look at that. That makes Even though I can't... And that pissed me off, the fact that I got a sword and not, say, an ice sword or a water sword or whatever it's called. But, even though I may debate rapid versus charge, I never debate what's first, and that is attack. Doesn't matter if I can shoot 30 rounds a second if they're only doing 1 damage. You know? If I can shoot 30 rounds a second and they're all doing 5 damage, then bosses just die. Fucking ice physics! Funny thing is, I don't even know if it picked up me cussing at the camera, because I just did. Those elemental swords can be a bit of a pain to use because they require you to be so close. But they do, when you do land the hits, you hurt everything, you know? Yeah, that's more trying in vain to get that to work. It's stupid that it takes even half as much effort as it does to get this stupid ice physics to work properly. So what I do here is I'm going to try and backtrack to the start and try this again, before realizing I was at the start. Now watch. Look at that! I just spent a minute trying to do that, and then I just get it without a hitch. And now I remember that I'm supposed to be doing this in a figure 4 pattern. See? But, see how simple that should have been the first time? All I should have had to do was just walk in the direction, but because of how this game controls, the simple matter of walking in an angle is beyond Mega Man. It's a power he does not possess, is the ability to walk at a freaking angle properly. I mean, any other three-dimensional game in the world, even with ice physics like this, and this wouldn't have presented me even a fraction of the trouble it does. See, that time I got it. What was wrong with me the first 80 times? And here's me saving before the battle, which was a smart move, because this battle didn't go well for me. I won, but barely. You know, if he had gotten one more hit, I'd have been dead. Because like I said, I start off real good, and then my whole thing goes to hell because I missed something right off the bat. I forget what it was, but I led off with one battleship, and if I had landed this, I'd have destroyed him. But he moved. I think it was when I used the Elect Sword. He just steps out of the way at the last second and dodges the whole thing. The reason I started off with him is I got excited. I'm like, ooh, this is the perfect thing. I keep forgetting this isn't Pokemon. Ice and water are not separate elements, where fire is strong against one and weak against the other. I keep forgetting Mega Man is a rock, paper, scissors thing, and the element I actually wanted was electricity. Of which I have precious little. I have that sword, and that's it. Now watch. I sit here, wait for him to get right in my face, and do it a second too late. If that had hit him, I'd have damn near killed him. Just with that. And this is a stupid thing I do here, too. I accidentally open up the window, and then close it immediately, which means I have no battle chips. So now I get the bright idea, okay, I'll use Gutsman to lock you in place. Which was a smart move. Unfortunately, I didn't take into account that I wouldn't be able to blow these up fast enough. And he hits me with like 3 of these, so That's 2. That's 3. And yes, I did seriously consider using that escape 4 and trying to get away from him, you know? Yeah, I stepped into 2 of his freaking ice blocks. And that thing. So I'm like, okay, I can survive 1 hit, so let's give me an extra hit. Let's get barrier up. Yeah, there's no excuse. Up until the last minute of that fight, I was doing good. I wasn't doing great, but I was doing good. And then I lost it. I botched it at the last second. So, yeah. Post-commentary, Kyrix is not impressed with pre-commentary Kyrix's gameplay. And that is Color Man, aka Wacko Man. Which is how I will refer to him from here on out. Except maybe to bring up again that he was renamed in the anime. God, I'm getting such a craving for Long John Silver's, but that is absolutely out of the question as broke as we are right now. Oh well. I guess it's not Long John Silver so much as their French fries that I'm craving right now. Again, he has a generic child in this game. In future games, they actually flesh him out like they did in the anime. Because in the anime, his son Tori is Iceman's net op, not the father. Though I'm pretty sure the father does have Iceman in the episode. And this is World 3. There's Mr. Wily, Maddie, Count Zap, Mr. Match, and the guy standing next to Mr. Wily is Yahoo, who we will not interact with in any way, shape, or form until the end of the game. But they are the net ops of Yahoo is the net op of Magic Man, who, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe he only exists in Battle Network. I don't think there was ever a Magic Man in any of the real games. I could be wrong. He could have been from like 7, because I never really played 7, or maybe it was 8. I don't remember Color Man either, but I do obviously remember Count Zap's Navi, which was Elect Man. It's worth mentioning that you fight 5 of the original 6 Mega Man bosses in this game. I think we fight Bomb Man in this one anyway. If we don't, he's next game. Cut Man is going to be a semi-big deal next game. And here's Roll. She's adorable as usual. I also loved her voice in the anime. Now, before I do anything here, I decide that, you know, I just saw Count Zap. I know he's not coming up for a little bit, but I don't have any wood chips to fight Elect Man with, and that's going to be important. Because I mentioned earlier there's a rock, paper, scissors system in. Fire is weak against ice, which is weak against electricity, which is weak against wood, which is weak against fire. So I'm like, okay, I don't have any wood, so let's fight Woodman. Because I just beat a boss, he should be ready again, and he is. Remember what I said about me screwing up a Navi fight? I screw up more than one. Hey, kitty. Because my fight with Woodman's kind of a mess. It actually goes so bad that I seriously considered just letting him kill me so I could start over again and be able to get a better ranking so that I could get the Woodman chip. But this being me, I decide to see how far I can get, and I kill him, and luckily I get a Woodman chip this time. This is me looking for any fire chips that I might have, only to discover I actually don't have any other than Fireman himself. And again, Sal is my favorite net op from the show. Probably because she has the same voice as Sango from Inuyasha and Ukyo from Ranma, and I've just been a fan of that voice actress. And just like before, they flash, so what do? I walk right into the damn things. It even tells me, hey, don't step here, it's gonna be wood. So I walk right into it, reflexively. Ooh, flashy spots, that looks safe. Or I'll move in the wrong direction to dodge. Or I'll jump into a frickin' wood tower. And this is him being tricky. And this is me deciding, you know what, I'm probably going to lose this, but let's just grind him out, and there it is. And it was enough for Woodman. Now, you'll see Woodman in this, but Woodman is really good in that he attacks the entire board, or the entire enemy side of the board. And he hits pretty hard. He hits for 60, which means he'll hit electrics for like 120. And in this case, I opt to swap out the Ice Punch, because I don't like melee weapons in this game. Mega Man is a ranged character. I don't like getting in people's faces with a ranged character. And there's me derping and forgetting to buy the ticket. Here's me looking for Dex's house because I want another shot at Gutsman. Because I want to see if there's an upgraded Gutsman Navi chip yet. Ironically, the thing I forgot to do was visit Higsby's, get some more chips, and fight Numberman, which I will have to remember next time. I pressed the wrong button thinking I had to use the jack in button, and I ended up jacking into Dex's GameCube instead of talking to him to fight Gutsman. This goes a little bit better than my fights with Woodman and Iceman, but not by much. And here's me screwing myself by getting trapped down there because I didn't plan ahead. Though this was a better laid plan, which is hit him with Fireman, so that he has to do invincibility frames and whatnot. Now, if you ever wondered what irony looks like, it looks a little like this. Yeah, here's the irony. If he'd waited half a second to do that, I could have gotten to safety. Trying to decide what battle chip I'd rather use there. And that was me botching the friggin' battle chip. 'Cause I'm an idiot. And I keep telling myself, oh, you're only losing to Gutsman so badly because you don't have the right battle chips. When in reality, it's because I suck. Just need 10 more hits. And there's Gutsman. But I didn't get him good enough that I could get a battle chip. But there's some money. Lots of money. I'm actually tempted to cut it right here. Simply because nothing else is accomplished beyond this point. And honestly, if you feel the need to just shut off right here, you won't miss anything, I promise. You'll miss me running around trying to find Melu's homepage, because I don't know where the damn thing is. And I don't find it in this video, so... Like I said, if you want to shut off the video right now, you have my blessing. If you want to watch it, you have my gratitude, but that's not really worth much. Let's just say the exchange rate for my gratitude is pretty low right now. There's more money. This has been a good episode for getting money, though, because I've been getting lots of that. It annoys me, though, that you can get money or a battle chip and not both. You know? I think you should get money for every fight and battle chips for really good ones. This is me checking to make sure that I have a recovery 50, and I do. I think the next two are recovery 120 and recovery 200. And this is me decide, you know what? It's better to test Woodman in a battle that doesn't matter than one that does and find out that I used him wrong. So, boom. Yeah, at this point I'm just trying to decide what battle chip I want to use. And here's the difference between a attack of 1 and an attack of 5. I can kill those things before their shockwaves hit me. If I do it properly. I don't know why it won't let me decode that. I think this is actually Dex's PC. Matter of fact, the more that I think about it, the more I'm sure this is Dex's PC. Which would explain why I couldn't get in the thing, because that would be... I try and step in this, but this is where I jacked into... I would have jacked into Dex's PC. And that's what that whole pathetic running around in circles thing is I was trying to get the damn thing to work, but it won't work because I'm not supposed to be there. I decide in this case it's more important to get rid of the little bomber than it is to get rid of all the Mets. The Metars. Or Metools, or whatever they're called. And I'm rewarded for my efforts with a Lil Bomb. I do not like Lil Bombs or any of the Bomb family, simply because of the whole arc they have. I don't like the arc. I like things that shoot in a direction, at a straight direction that don't require me to aim. And the main reason I keep being quiet here is because I don't know what the hell to say. I'm not good at post-commentary. I'm lousy at it. I don't know how people do it. I really don't. Actually, I do know how they do it. They do it with co-commentators. You know? They record it a little bit ahead of time, and then they play it for their friends, and they commentate as it goes. That's how they do it. And this is me getting a good battle chip. One that I want and will need later. Especially for future battles with Woodman. My fire sword! I don't like the ranking this one gives me because I kill this thing as quickly as I possibly can, and I still only get an 8. This is me deciding it's not worth walking back and trying again. That I'd rather just jack out and end the video. Anyway, this has been Kyrix, post-commentary for Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 1, and I will see you next week. Goodbye.